Hello Scorpio, and thanks for tuning into my channel. This is a reading for those who have Scorpios or Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus sign. In this reading, I will pull cards on your current situation, blocks you are experiencing, and advice. Let's see what the current situation is for Scorpio. Okay, Scorpio, it looks like you are ending a long-term commitment or a marriage. Hierophant here overall. You may be kind of battling with your expectations or the structuredness of the relationship. 10 of Wands and the 4 of Wands. 4 of Wands is a union to be celebrated between a couple. A lot of people think of this as the marriage card. 10 of Wands is letting go of a burden. So I think that the marriage became some sort of a real burden or struggle for you. It took up a lot of your energy and you decided that you didn't want to do it anymore. Ace of Wands here, this is an inspiration to really love on yourself. I feel very much like you needed to take a step back. You needed to put yourself in this hangman mode, right? Which is a self-inflicted, that's not what I mean to say. The hanged man basically hangs himself upside down in order to reach an enlightenment surrounding a particular situation. You may have had to take a step back because you were giving too much to something. You need to take a real look at what it is to love on yourself here with the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups always makes sure that her cup is full of water, emotion, love first, before she begins to love other people. And then she always knows that as she's loving other people, even unrequited love can't shake her because she only gives as much as is overflowing from her cup. So she's always really quite secure in love. Ace of Wands, this is a newfound passion. This is a creative endeavor. It could be the case that you are taking up things like healthy eating, meditation, going to regular massage therapy appointments, whatever it is that you feel kind of feeds you and your emotion, and you're inspired to do so. You've gone from 10 to 1, right? 10, you let go of the burden. 1 is the creative inspiration or the spark in order to take something up. All right, let's look at the block here. I really, really like this, Scorpio. Okay, so you are taking stock of everything that has happened and you're trying to figure out how to move forward. The Seeker is the liminal card space, right? This, you can see here in the card that this person is, not really out and not really into the next phase. The Seeker's kind of looking at everything that has led up into this point and reevaluating how it is they want to move forward. Kind of future do I see for myself if I saw my future in this marriage or in this relationship? How am I reimagining it now? Now the motivator here, High Priestess, 2 of Wands, this is really trying to make decisions surrounding what you want your path, your life path to be. So you have to choose one of these wands. In real life, of course, there's probably more than 2 wands for some people. But with the High Priestess, you're being led. You're not saying very much about it. You're not talking very much about it. You're taking, perhaps, if you are spiritual, a very spiritual approach. Or you're just simply using your intuition to figure out where it is you're going next. But the High Priestess is a very solo energy. How this is playing out, 7 of Wands right here in the middle. This is a very firm boundary. Knight of Swords, a little bit of anger here. And the 7 of Swords, this is deception, lying, cheating, stealing. I think you've come out of a situation that was just not good for you. You might be a little bit angry about it, and you might be, at this point, a little unwilling to talk to people about what you're doing and why you're doing it. I don't think that you feel the need. I think that this is a boundary under which you are protecting your process. And with the Seven of Swords here, it could have been the case that somebody was deceiving you. You know, they could have been lying to you regularly in order for you to, you know, I don't know, pay bills, or for them to not have to do whatever needed to be done in order for them to, you know, uphold their part of the relationship, which is why this became very taxing for you. It could also be the case that the Seven of Swords is just sheerly on your part an inability to give anyone all of the information about what you're doing, because you don't feel that you want them involved. And that's okay too. I'm liking this because if this is somebody external to you who is being very sharp with their words and deceptive, you have a firm boundary up to them. All right, advice. What advice do we have for Scorpio? What advice do we have for Scorpio? Excellent. Okay. Wow. 4 major arcana cards and 2 court cards. Okay. The Emperor. This is taking charge, a very firm foot down. This is about structure. This is about you saying, this is what I'm doing right now. And anyone who isn't positively impacting my healing or my loving on myself or isn't encouraging me, you need to stay out. The Emperor is a very powerful energy. Now, motivation here, Queen of Swords and the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands is somebody who doesn't have the ability to put consistent energy into somebody or into projects or endeavors. If they did, then they would be at the King of Wands status. The Knight of Wands starts projects, doesn't finish them, starts, you know, sexual romantic situations and never commits to them. I feel very much like you are coming back to this process of not having this more wild energy. Queen of Swords here, I feel this is somebody who is hypercritical. You may be hypercritical of somebody who is behaving this way, or you may be hypercritical of anybody who is criticizing your process here being signified by the Knight of Wands. I feel very much like you are protecting whatever healing looks like for you. And if healing looks like behavior like the Knight of Wands, then you're saying, you know what? That's fine. I'm going through something right now. Give me some room. That's what this is your advice. Maybe that is what you need to do, or it may be the case that you need to come out and actually say what you think of somebody who is behaving in this manner. In the center here, we have the Magician, Strength card, and the Justice. Okay, this is you basically manifesting the kind of life it is that you want as the Magician. Using all the tools and all of your capabilities in order to make that happen. If the Magician is here in the advice, then it's telling us that the cards are saying you have the means and you have the ability and the talent and whatever you need in order to make that happen. It's going to take a lot of strength, literally here with the Strength card. This is going to take a lot out of you in order to make this happen, which is probably why, you've got a few things here that are difficult. You're coming out of a marriage that really taxed you. So already your energy is depleted. Then you have the energy that you're spending here having to maintain these boundaries against whomever. And then the idea to manifest something new, right? It's like past, present, future is all taking a lot out of you. Again, you're going to have to pull from that strength. But if these Strength card and Magician are coming up here in the advice, along with the Emperor, along with the Queen of Swords, like this, these cards are basically saying you have it. You have this kind of strength. You're just going to have to pull it out, which might feel a little bit unpleasant. And it's because justice needs to be served here. Somebody did you wrong. And now you need to balance those scales. And maybe a little bit, unfortunately, because it's going to be uncomfortable, how those scales get balanced, according to these cards, are going to depend a lot on what it is you demand from the situation as the Magician, right? If you decide that you want to live a life that looks like X, then you're going to require, you know, X healing or X amount of money through the divorce or whatever in order to make that happen. And of course, the Strength card here, this might be a little bit unpleasant. You're really going to have to pull it all out. Wow. Whoever I am speaking to, you are a very powerful person. Fantastic, Scorpio. All right, I wish you well with that. If you enjoyed this reading, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Peace and gratitude from me to you, and take care.